Uh, can you tell me? I have started recording, but okay, that's fine. All right.
Yeah, sir, it started.
Yes, yes, that's fine. All right. Now look at the screen. On the screen, you will see a project in which there are some new columns that are there, like cost
Sir,
account.
share screen on નથી.
Screen, oh, okay, screen share करवा रही हो. Sorry. Can you see? Can you see the screen now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There are two people still there. Siddharth Shah and some other number. Okay. So I have admitted everybody. Now, if you can see the screen, Bhavya, tell me. You see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, on this screen, you see a new item, which is cost accountant. Now, cost accountant is something that the companies keep. In the larger company, there are many accountants, and they pay for amount of below 50,000, 50,000, 1 lakh, and so on and so forth. So Primavera has got this facility, and I will show you how that cost accountant is. Go to enterprise, cost accountant, you get this window, right? Now, in your window, when you try this, then you will see all cost accountant like this. There are the codes. Many companies keep the code, but for simplicity, I have added two cost accountant, Patel and Shah. Is it clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I added a two cost accountant named Patel and Shah. You can add anybody. See, can you see this ad? You can have any number of accountants here. Okay. Now, if I take the first activity and if I go to resource, there is that cost accountant item. Can you see that in the lower window? So I can select for activity A. Right now it is Shah, but if I expand this, I can make it Patel also. So it is replaced by Patel. So it's just like look up an item. Bhavesh, do you hear me?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So this is just a facility. You can do it in look up for any item also. But this is there, that's why I'm showing you. So that's about the cost accountant. Now, let me take the first activity and I go to resource. Can you see the resource is painter and the remain budgeted units is 24 and the rate is 40 and therefore the budgeted cost is 960, right? 24 into 40. Now I have added another item which is called a role. So I'll show you what is a role. You go to enterprise roles. Now here is you can add any role. Say for example, you want to add something, you can add. But right now I have added a role called trade and the price of the role is 50 rupees per day. Now what is the meaning of, or what is the idea of adding the role? Role, many times what happens if there are 5 masons working on an activity, then the main person who is supplying this labor. In Gujarati, they call it Mukadam or supervisor. So he's also added on that activity that I will look after my people who are working, like say in the case of painter, there are 3 painters running, working on the activity A. But I say that the role, which is not named here, but it is this thing, is 1 per day. That means for all 8 days, this role will look after the activity A. And the rate of the role is 50 rupees per day. So if there are n 8, because it's an 8-day duration, so 8 into 5 is 400. And therefore the cost of this item is 1360. Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
So it's like another resource, but role is something who will look after many agencies. If there are 5 carpenters and there is a role of a carpenter with any other name, then you may add that. So that expenditure is also going to the activity. All right. Now we come to another item which we have not discussed in the rate. In the general, in the window below, you see expenses. Can you see that? Expenses. All right. Now in the B item, I have added a expense category. Now in Primavera, these are the built-in expenditure which are given. That means if an activity is executed by the resources, there will be cost of according to the number of resources and the rate. But sometimes you need a consultant to look after this activity, say for example. So in this case, I have said that this activity B requires a consultant to watch that activity, and the consultant rate I have put as 800. So in B item, the cost you see is 2800. How it is 2800? If you go to resource, the resource is 50 into 40, that is 2000. And to that expense of 800 is added, and that's how you get the cost of 2800. Is this clear, all of you? Over and above the resource cost, there may be, yes, mate, what is the question?
Sir, I was giving just affirmation that it's clear to me.
Yeah, you tell me what's the question? See, an activity's cost is determined by the number of resources or the role also added to that activity. That's number 1, which you saw in the activity A. In B, the cost is governed by the resource. In this case, if you see the below window, the resource is budgeted units of resource is 50, the rate is 40, and therefore the cost is 2000. Now, over and above that, I say that this activity B requires a consultant to look after this activity. So how to add that? In Primavera, this expense item, when you customize this, you will see the items. You can add that item of expenditure which I have added here, and that is how you get the expense column in this. Now, the expense could be consulting, material, facilities, or whatever. So in this case, I have said consultant is the expense which will be added to the activity. That consultant will look after this activity. and the cost of consultant is 800, and therefore 2000 the resource cost plus 800 of the consultant makes the cost of B as 2800. Is this clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
See, we cannot waste time for individual. If you have followed, they can call me or I'll explain little later. So this is about the three things we have seen. That expense. Now, suppose you want to have that expense column in Microsoft project. What you can do is you can add a column called cost 1. There are cost 1, cost 2 to cost 10, like we have text 1 to text 30. So you can add a cost 1 in Microsoft project, rename as a cost accountant or expenses, and the lookup value, you can write whatever is in Primavera. So you can configure Microsoft project as Primavera also. This is the thing which is not there in Microsoft, but I'm showing you this is there in Primavera. All right. So, Siddharth, you're admitted. So, the three things we have seen added. One is cost accountant, which is nothing but a lookup value. The two accountants, Patel and Shah, who will look up, who are responsible for payment to activity A, B, or whatever. Then the responsibility phase we have seen, item we have seen. Now, in this project, I'm now showing you the global change. Now, see, I have added a global change cost accountant governing. Now, try to understand. There are so many global change you can do on your own, but you have to practice and you have to think what you can do. So here it is cost account governing. Now, in modify, I'll show you what I have put. I say that when item is under carpenter, then cost accountant is equal to SA. Or if not, then it is if condition. If it is true, then SA. If it is wrong, then Patel. That means that if item is under carpenter, then you decide that the cost accountant will be SA. If it is not, then this. So now I'm applying, changing it, and you'll see that where it was Patel, now it becomes SA. Where it was SA, it remains SA. Patel like this, and I say commit changes. It will be then see all this will be changed. You can see the accountant will be changed in date item with the global change. So that's what you can do with the, and there's n number of things you can do with the global change, which you should try. All right, I'll give you another example of global change. Float governing. This is another example. We have done interfering float also we have seen. Then we have also seen the forecast duration. Now here I'm showing you this. I say that if total float is 0, if the activity is critical, then the responsibility is Dara or else Smith. So you can change the responsibility by global change also. So now I'm saying change, filter will change. You can see where it was Dara, it remains Dara because it was in credit. Where it was myth, it remains it, and Dara becomes it. So if you commit the change, then it will tell you that for critical activities, you can see all zero float activity, we have Dara, and non-critical, we have this, again, this critical. You can see the total float. So this is what we have done through the global change. So these are some examples we have done for interfering float also. Last time, you can add user-defined field IF1 and then interfering float and so on. So I don't want to repeat that because there's so many things we want to do. Bhavya, is this clear?
Yes, sir.
These are more examples of the global change. All right. Now, I will close this and I'll open another Now I'm showing you a file of resource leveling. Now we have done this resource leveling example several times on the video also, but today I'm going to show you something which you have to understand. Now this project, the duration is 20 days. And if I show you the resource graph, this is that resource graph. Can you see that? This is the over allocation because the maximum is 30. Now, I gave you the detailed steps of resource leveling. I am following that step, but I am following with the default setting of Primavera. By this, I will show you. I go to the resource leveling window and I will remove this thing and I will add activity priority, which is the default activity leveling priority. In most Dhwani, in your examples that you solved, you have solved this with activity priority. In my class, I explained something else, which will come to. So with activity priority and level within the float, I'm asking the software to level these resources. Try to understand very carefully. I'm using the default leveling priority. So when I say level, it is not leveled. Okay? What's the next step? The next step is to remove that within float wala. We'll remove this thing and then say level. Look at that. Original duration is 20. I say you can level by shifting the critical activities. It is level. Can you see the duration? 30 days. And according to my instruction, if you use this, then you will increase the number of resources from 30 to 31 and so on. But don't do that in hurry. You now try to see the advantage of the setting that I have recommended in the class and in the tutorial also. I say that my leveling priority would depend on two things: the total float. I hope you remember all those things we have done several times in the class. And then I will add the late finish. This is my ideal recommendation for leveling. Now with this setting, I will now go to, first of all, let me close this thing and we'll keep the change here, but I'm not leveling. I'll go to schedule so that original example will come. This is original example. Now I'm going to the leveling option. Here I am now using level within float with this setting, total float and late finish. And I say level. It's level. Can you see that? That's the power of this setting. It has level within float without extending the duration. So those of you, particularly some people in even assignment also have seen that you try to level with that default this thing. I explained in the class also that this is my indigenous leveling priority, which is more efficient than the primer. I don't say that I'm the only one, but with many trial and error, I come to this. So I would recommend, the choice is yours, because as you can see that if you use that activity priority, it will increase the duration by 10 days and it will not solve the problem the way I have solved here. So let's go to learning priorities. This is the last time I'm repeating. You can take the screenshot. This is what you should do. First, you should try it within float. If not, you deselect that and try to level it. If the increase in duration is not significant, you can accept it. That's all about this thing. This is the last thing which I wanted to warn you about, that many times the default leveling option is not efficient, and therefore you should try to innovate something and say this is the original problem. Okay, that's all about this assignment. Any question? You please note down whatever I have explained in this example. So in the notes that I have given in that resource bar chart, I have provided these steps. But we add one step, that before adding resources, you try this setting, which is total float and late start. Then only the leveling is most efficient. This is the one. You can take the screenshot. And in your assignment also, you should put it that this is the way you can do it. This is the most efficient way to level the resources. So that's about that. Now we go to the multiple projects. So I'll close this. Okay, now to open multiple project, you have to select the file one by one. So I have this project one file. I will open this, and if I put control and if it can open together, then let's see. It can open. See, all the three files are open. Can you see that, all of you? All three
Yes,
projects are open. All right. And the only thing that I sent the tutorial in the video also you saw, I'm repeating once again as a review, that if you want to stagger the first project and second project by 15 days, what you will do is you select the first activity of the second project, and in the predecessors, you can select the first activity of which is, let's say, I'll take the first project, this, sorry, it has become 2 times, so let me correct it. So this is 2 times I have written, so I'll delete it, remove it. All right. So now I say, sorry, I'm removing this. Oh. All right. Now, the first activity of the second project, I said start with the first activity of the first project, and I'll put the lag as 15 days. When I do that, you can see the activity will be shifted. Double A will be shifted by 15 days. Can you see here? The date for the AA would be like this. Originally, always starting on the first day. Now we go to the first activity of the third project. This one, triple B. Here I said that the predecessor is the first activity of the first project, and the relationship is start to start. I'll put the lag as 30 days. Immediately, the dates of all these projects are changed. You can see it. It was 1st May here, now it's 8 May, here it is 18th May. So this is how you can stagger the project start date. If you have 3 projects in the pipeline in your office, you may not start all these projects at the same time, and therefore you have to stagger this in this way. So that's all about the multiple project. All right. Then we'll take this code example again to see the reports. Now, the report is the next item. So we go to tools, reports. Now, let me try to have reports which are built-in reports. Let's see. Now here it is activity code values, resource details, EPS. Let us say responsibility assignment. It may not work for your project the way you want it. If it doesn't work, then you have to go for the report wizard. So let me try to run this for you. See, it shows you everything. See, the built-in report, see, you must try whenever you have time in the vacation, you try the built-in report with the project that is open. So you can see here that these are the activities which are open, but it doesn't help you unless you go for the report wizard. So I'll just for review, I'm only taking one report. Sorry, we don't want to modify. Don't ever modify a built-in report, please. Now we'll go to, I'm only giving you one example of report because we have done so much in the regular class. Okay, we'll take the new report. Since I have selected that, it doesn't allow me to go there. So okay, now we go to, so because it doesn't allow unless you tools, report wizard. Oh, I don't know why it is giving.
Sir, you can come directly from activity page, not from this report page.
Report पर my window.
Yeah, shift the window, switch the window.
First of all, I put.
Switch the window to activity.
All right. Now we go to. So these are all funny things in Primavera. You have to live with it. Again, I am getting the same thing.
No, sir. Switch to activity tab. Activity tab.
ટેબ છે ને એક્ટિવિટી વાળી લો એટલે ડાયરેક્ટ ટૂલ્સ માંથી પછી થઈ જશે રિપોર્ટ્સ વાળી ટેબ માંથી નીકળીને
activity tab, sir. Activities.
No, I have
બધી
one.
એક્ટિવિટી
Which one you had? Activity status?
Sir, no, sir.
Activity
At the top, there is project activities, reports, and resources. Please select activities at the top of the page. Top. Activities.
Okay,
Sir.
let me code-wise report. Let me run this.
No.
Just first of all, we'll do that, and then see, I've done this code-wise report through the wizard. Can you see that? All right. Now I'll close this report. You're requesting remote control of your screen? No. I don't need it. Abdullah said, I got it. Now let's go to report wizard.
Sir, activities पर.
Okay. Yes. Anyway. हाँ बोलो तो मैं आ एक्टिविटी ना
તો સ્ક્રીન પર જે એક્ટિવિટીઝ પર માર્ક દેખાય છે રેડ કલરનું એ વાળી ટેબમાં એક્ટિવિટીમાં જવાનું કહે છે.
સર આ સર્કલ કર્યું ને મેં એ એક્ટિવિટીઝ.
આ એક્ટિવિટીનો રિપોર્ટ છે. હા, ઓકે. If you know how to do the result because you have done it in this, yeah. So we'll not waste time on that. This is giving me this. Anyway, forget about this. You know how to do that with the report result?
Yes, sir.
Then we will leave this thing. Now, the tracking one, I recommend that you see my tutorial which I sent, or you can see my video on the YouTube. It explains everything because it is very clear and we have done it 2-3 times. So we will not talk about the tracking and which completes our revision. Now, Parvesh, you have to, Bhavesh, I gave you some instruction.
Yes, sir.
I stopped the recording.